Hello, everyone. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Salvador Illa, the President of the government here in Catalonia. Welcome, Mr. President.
Thank you. Good afternoon to everybody.
Now, we were chatting backstage about how much we both love running. I know you can't run as much as you would like these days, temporarily. What is your favorite spot to go for a run in Barcelona or across Catalonia?
I normally run in where I live, 30 kilometers far away from Barcelona. And I like to run in the mountain, mainly.
Excellent. Well, let's get on to the serious stuff. It's a very different atmosphere today in government in Catalonia with your arrival. You lead a minority government here, and you're working closely with a minority government in Madrid. Do those constraints hold you back from delivering your full vision for Catalonia?
Well, politics today is mostly about being able to reach agreements. I'm running a minority government, but I have two agreements with two political parties, leftist political parties. I'm fully complying with the agreements I have reached with these parties, and that's politics today. I mean, I think that being able to reach agreements, respecting what the people of Catalonia in this case has decided in the last election, it's our duty. There are some times which is more difficult to reach an agreement, but...
Like the budget?
Like the budget, but we are working on it.
Okay.
We have agreed to reach an agreement in budget.
And what is the latest there? When do you think
hopefully
we will
in June,
unfreeze that?
And we also agreed to, until we finally reach this agreement, to approve some extra credits to keep running the country at full condition. So I'm comfortable with this minority government, and I think that's the sign of the time in politics today.
And then your greatest strength, in a way, can be your relationship with Prime Minister Sanchez. I know that you two are quite close, and it's a very trusting relationship. What sort of are your thoughts there if the Sanchez government doesn't survive its full term? What is your plan in that situation?
Prime Minister Sanchez government is going to survive, believe me. 8 years, extraordinary economic records. This is not an opinion, these are facts. In international relations and in foreign policy, a very clear position that has been followed by many countries. So I have been honored to be part of this government back in 2020 during the pandemic, and I am also in favor of cooperation, not confrontation, and that's the word that presides the relationship of my government with the municipalities of Catalonia and with the government of Prime Minister Sanchez, cooperating. We agreed many points. We are governments in favor of generating prosperity and in favor of sharing this prosperity with all the whole of the society, and we find many cooperation points. I think that's strong.
And one of your big achievements is the financing deal, bringing 4.7 billion to Catalonia, which I think is about a 500 million euro improvement.
Being 20 billion to the autonomous governments of Spain. That's a key point.
But you're obviously satisfied with that deal. That's progress.
I think it's a deal that is it's a good deal for everybody. The financing of most of the Spanish autonomous governments had to be renovated, I think, 12 years ago. Nobody did it. Prime Minister Sanchez government has decided to do it. We have made a proposal which puts 20 billion euros at the hands of the autonomous governments. In the case of Catalonia, 4.7 billion. This is money for the health, the health system. This is money for the education system. This is money for the welfare state. It's good for everybody, and hopefully it's going to be approved during this year.
So when some representatives of the Barcelona business community, they call it clearly insufficient. Do you think they're playing a partisan game or an independence game when they say that? Or do they have some fair points about why they have that view?
I am for a pragmatic approach. most of the people who say this did nothing when they could do something to improve the financing of the the autonomous governments. This is a big step forward. If somebody has a better idea or a better solution, I'm ready to hear and to study these solutions. But just criticizing for criticizing as traditional and rhetorical politics, it's not something I'm going to follow up. I mean, I'm interested in real and possible solutions and viable solutions for everybody, and this is a real and a possible and a viable solution, not only for Catalonia, but for all the autonomous governments. Health policy depends on a better financing for the autonomous governments. Who's going to be against improving health policy? And if somebody says it's not a good solution, let's study your solution. Do you have any solution? Please put it on the table, and let's discuss it not through the newspapers, but around the table.
And do you have any red lines there? If any of the partners that you're working with here in the regional government, if they were to vote against this deal in Congress, would that affect the durability of the coalition here?
I don't like very much talking about red lines. My only red line is to have things done. And I think this is a compromise with the Catalan population, with the Spanish population, to improve financing, which is to improve health policy, which is to improve education policy. There is a concrete and specific proposal that doesn't hurt anybody, that improves all the regional, the autonomous governments. So let's try to get things done and to prove it.
Now, you've made housing and affordability a centerpiece of your policy program, and Mayor Colboni last night described it in really strong terms. He described the housing crisis as the greatest enemy of Europe and what we stand for. And that was a very interesting way of framing creating greater affordability as a way to block the rise of the far right. Do you agree that that is what can stop the rise of the far right, by keeping this laser focus on affordability questions?
It's one of the main points to stop the rise of the far right. Inequality must be addressed, and the single most important issue to confront inequality is housing. So this is a central piece of our policy as government of Catalonia. We cooperate strongly with all the municipalities, specifically with the municipality of Barcelona and also with the Spanish government. And we have two lines of action. The first one, to increase the supply of houses. How do we try to do it? With first constructing more houses, speeding the construction of more houses, and then putting the houses for the citizens that need a house, for example, allowing the municipalities who decide to do it to put tourist apartments, to forbid or to restrict tourist apartments, and to put these apartments for residential use.
And are you getting the cooperation you need? Because it's a big goal, 50,000 public housing units. That is a lot.
We are finding a strong cooperation of the vast majority of municipalities of Catalonia and of the Spanish government, and we're going to do it. In 5 years, we're going to build 50,000 affordable houses for the Catalan people. Also, we have put money on to help rehabilitate houses, and then also, as the first line, increase the supply of houses. The second line is to regulate the market, taking advantage of the Spanish housing law.
Rent controls and
rent control, and specific help for specific parts of the population, young people, old people that need some help to get a house. This is a central issue with policy. What kind of a country do we build if generating prosperity, as we are doing in Catalonia and Spain, 3% of GDP increase last year, 2.7%, sorry, last year, and 3% the previous year, if we are not able to provide a house for all the citizens of the people of Catalonia, I mean, something doesn't work. This is why we should clearly regulate the market and make a bold public policy on this issue.
I think you would have a very strong majority of anyone in this room or in the region supporting you on the policy aims. But the Catalan College of Architects says that only 2,000 new houses were approved in Barcelona overall last year, not just the public housing, but all. So to go from sort of 2,000 a year in the biggest city to something that is 3, 4, 5 times greater than that. Are you really confident you can do that? Or who would be blocking you from getting there? Because it's a big
I'm really
goal.
confident we're going to do it. We are already doing this. I was yesterday with the mayor of Barcelona in some public events. This year he's going to produce only the city of Barcelona 1,000 houses. I mean, we are now, I've signed last week, 2 weeks ago with 31 municipalities of Catalonia, also public housing and construction. I mean, we're going to do it. We are putting the machine on work, but we are going to do it.
Yeah. And you using some public-private partnerships as one of the mechanisms for
it's the only way of doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, we are working with private companies. Everybody who wants to invest in affordable housing is welcome to Catalonia. Anyone who wants to speculate with housing is not welcome in Catalonia. So, but the ones who want to invest in affordable housing are welcome, and we are working with them, and there are very good companies to which we cooperate in this field.
So we know housing is important politically from a voter perspective. It also seems important from a business and macroeconomic perspective. You know, I'm not saying it is a zero-sum game, but sometimes it is a war between Barcelona and Madrid for having certain companies be headquartered, for winning certain talent. What's your pitch to a CEO who is trying to decide between Barcelona and Madrid, whether it's a new company or someone who's here now?
I'm not interested in wars with anybody.
Yeah, but you do want to keep business or grow business here.
I want the best thing for Madrid, for Andalusia, for the Basque Country, for everybody. What I want is Catalonia to beat economically Spain. And I have the right to say this. And the background of Catalonia during the last century was a leadership, economic leadership of Spain, and what we are trying to do, and what hopefully we are going to do this century. So here you are going to find a dynamic economy, a dynamic society. You're going to find lots of talents, a public university system with more than 30,000 graduate students this year, and a very good business environment.
Very international as well.
Very cosmopolitan environment, and government which is a pro-business government. We want to generate prosperity, but also we want to share this prosperity. And one of the main lessons of the economic policy of the Spanish government, of the Catalan government, is that sharing prosperity is not a burden for the economy, but it's a lever for the economy. This is also putting moral reasons, ethical reasons, political reasons apart, even only from an economical point of view, sharing prosperity is a very good business for the economic performance.
Now, the region also has very long-standing, strong presence in Brussels, but it's a very different type of presence compared to previous governments. What's your message to Brussels?
We want to be a reliable partner for Brussels, for European institutions. I've been these last 2 months with the representative of the European Commission office here in Barcelona, Mr. Shapiro. I think he's in the room, inaugurating 3 hospitals that were reformed and refurbished with European funds. This is Europe. Yesterday, as the Vice President of the Commission, Mr. Sejourné, has said, we presented with the Mayor of Barcelona a fully European-made electric car made by Cupra Raval. Raval is a neighborhood of Barcelona. This is Europe. Because the automotive industry has transformed thanks to European funds. So we want to be a reliable partner, and we want Europe not only to go there to ask for help or for money, but also to go there to offer our experience, our support to strengthen a successful political project that in the present circumstances is more necessary than ever.
President Illa, thank you very much for your time and for this conversation. A round of applause for the President.
Thank you very much.